Hi everyone, it's me, Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Today's tutorial is based on knitting, and the knitted stitch pattern that we will be doing in today's tutorial is the twin leaf stitch. Now when casting on for this stitch, you're going to cast on in multiples of 18 stitches plus one extra. So what I have here in front of you is 2 repeats of the 6-row repeat, and I have 3 repeats of the 18 stitches plus the 1 extra. Now when setting this up, I cast on a total of 18 stitches, repeated after placing a stitch marker, another 18 stitches, and I continue to do that every 18 stitches, placing a stitch marker. At the end of however big I want it to be, I then place one final stitch marker, and I chose a different color so that way I know that is the beginning of my row. I then placed one extra stitch marker and stitch, so my plus 1. Now when working this pattern up, your wrong side rows will be the same. So I'm going to work through row 1 with you, show you the repeats. Then I'm going to go into row 2, show you the repeat, and from that point out, every wrong side row will be the same as row 2. I will then show you row 3 and 5, and you will do wrong side rows for 4 and 6. Then you will repeat rows 1 through 6 from start to finish to get the size that I have before you now. I am using just a small circular hat size bamboo needle, no DPNs or straight needles. These are clovers, and is a 7, US 7, 4.5. Now I'm using a light worsted weight, almost a DK, but not quite. So if you want to choose your yarn to create a swatch with me, cast on in multiples of 18 plus 1 and meet back up with me. We will continue on with our rows. Now, if you need assistance in learning how to cast on and all your basic skills for knitting, I highly recommend jumping over to my basic knitting series, which I will insert either in the upper right-hand corner or at the very end of the video. There will be a playlist. Let's begin row 1. We're going to begin with a purl for our very first stitch, that plus 1. And I kind of adjust it so that way it doesn't leave these big loops. Now I'm going to pass my stitch marker. Now we're going to begin our 18 stitch repeat, and you will repeat this for every 18 stitches you have cast on for. We're going to begin with knitting our first 4 stitches. Once you have your first 4 stitches, we're now going to knit 3 together. So all 3 of these next stitches, we are going to knit them together. Make sure to go through all of your 3 stitches. That way you do not end up with a dropped stitch. Once you have all 3 of them together, we can pop them off the needle, and they are now 1 stitch. Now we're going to bring our yarn to the front, up and over our needle for our yarn over, and knit the next stitch. We're going to yarn over, bring the yarn to the front, and purl our next stitch. yarn over into the back and knit your next stitch. Yarn over, and now we're going to slip one as if to knit, knit your next 2 stitches together, pass your slipped stitch up and over the last worked stitch, knit 4, purl 1. That is your 18 stitch repeat for row 1. Please complete the rest of your repeats for your cast on, and I'll meet up with you for row 2, our wrong side row. Every wrong side row is as followed. We're starting right away with our 18 stitches, and then our extra one is at the end of the row. So we're going to start with our repeat, and that is, instead of purling the first one, we're going to knit the first one. So knit 1 and then purl 8. That is your repeat to the very end of your repeats. So we're going to purl 8. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then repeat. Knit 1 and then purl 8. When you've finished all of your repeats and are left with 1 stitch remaining, you will knit that final stitch. So again, your repeat is knit 1, purl 8, knit 1, purl 8. You're going to do that for all of your repeats and knit your very last stitch. I will then meet up with you for row 3. Now we're ready for row 3. Row 3, we're going to begin with our first stitch being a purl stitch, passing our stitch marker. Now we're going to work our 18 stitch repeat. We're going to knit our first 2 stitches. Knit 3 together. Now we're going to knit 1, yarn over twice. So knit 1, yarn over again. Now we're going to knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. Now yarn over, knit 1 twice. So yarn over, knit 1 one more time. Now we're going to slip 1 as if to knit, knit 2 together, pass that slipped stitch over the last work stitch, knit 2, and purl your last stitch. You will repeat that 18 stitch sequence for the remainder of your repeats. Then you will work your wrong side row, row 4, the same as row 2. I'll meet back up with you for row 5. Let's begin row 5. We're going to begin with purling our first stitch. Pass your stitch marker when you come to it. Now we're going to begin our 18 stitch repeat. We're going to knit our first 3 stitches together. knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, slip 1 as if to knit, knit 2 together, pass your slipped stitch over the last worked stitch, and purl 1. That is your 18 stitch repeat. You will repeat that for the remainder of your repeats of 18 stitches. Once you have completed all of your repeats, you will work row 6 the same as row 2. And then to continue on with this pattern, you will complete rows 1 through 6 for your full repeating pattern. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish off row 5 and row 6 so it can be picture worthy for our thumbnail. I hope that you have enjoyed the twin leaf lace stitch. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below or send me a private email. I would like to know what you would use this amazing twin leaf stitch for. Me personally, I think it would look really neat utilized in a sweater, a pullover, some type of cardigan as part of a design. Let me know down in the comments section what you think you would use this stitch for. All right, everyone, so that is it for our knitting stitch pattern tutorial today. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.